Hey Mar, thank you for your time. This is Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. So the point in this video is twofold. One is to give you some tips and tricks you could use on your website to increase your online traffic, your leads, your visibility. And two is to compare your website to a local competitor's website and see if those techniques and tips and tricks could outrank them, get you more on the top of page of Google on the first page, and that'll increase your visibility and your traffic and your leads. So I'll talk about three things: content, backlinks, and citations. Whatever I talk about here, they're free tips to you could use on your website. But if you want to talk about that or anything else, please feel free to reach out. Otherwise, I'll show you these steps for your business. So first, content, as I said. So in content on your homepage, you need anywhere between 1,500 to 2,000 words, just depending on the competition, number of keywords needed. So a keyword is anything that someone might type into Google, looking for a particular service or product. So in your content, you can place keywords throughout to tell Google exactly what you want your website to be found for. So right now you got a nicely laid out website, very eye-popping, pictures coming in and out. Got your services here, which I like. As you scroll down, it's about what you guys do. Kind of your motto, what you guys are about. Why choose us? I love the mission and vision. So very nicely laid out website. But there's some things you do on the back end to give your website just more power as far as searchability and on Google. So speaking of Google, if I was living in the Dallas, Texas city, I might type in plumbing services, Dallas, Texas. Here's what typically comes up. Ads come up here and they're hit or miss. You could invest in ads if you haven't already. They're a good investment. Sometimes consumers click on those. Sometimes they keep scrolling down the page. Another one here is the map pack here with citations. This is a good place to be as well, but I'll talk more about that in a minute. But we call these organics right here. So the goal is to organically be on the top of the page as much as you can for any kind of service you provide for and area you provide for, not just Dallas, Texas, but the whole Metroplex area. So we typically don't count directories like Yelp and Angie's List because consumers, they're going to go to a local company for service, especially if it's an emergency type of service. So here's some of your top competitors that's showing up at the top of the page. But the goal is, again, to get on that first page. And here's the page break right here. So even if we go more toward the bottom of the first page, if we could outrank this guy, like Dallas Plumbing, you'll get closer to that first page, even here or here. And the goal is eventually keep climbing to the top. But I'll compare your website to Dallas Plumbing, see if these techniques could outrank them and increase your visibility. So first, to do that, there's a tool here we call Ahrefs that we use to do a deep dive in websites. Here's your URL right here. Here's your numbers. So, as I said, the keywords on your website, you're not using any keywords to give you that push power, like gives you that electricity, that visibility on Google. So you want to increase your keywords, and that's how people find you. Compare that to your local competitor, Dallas Plumbing Company. They're using 1,000 keywords, so that's giving them that traffic, that visibility. Great thing about keywords, you don't have to recreate the wheel. So whatever applies to you, you take these keywords, you put them on your website, you embed them in there, and you have that search volume. You want to have higher search volume, the better. And that's how you start competing with your competitors for visibility. So it looks like all these services apply to you, and you just put them on your website. Also, not only you match your competitors, you start dominating your competitors by having more and more keywords. So think about all the services you do, all the areas you serve, not just Dallas, but Plano, wherever you go in Dallas and that whole Metroplex area, McKinney, however far you go, Cedar Hill, north or south. You just add those to your website, and that's how you start outgrowing your competitors. The second is backlinks. So a backlink is anywhere where one website is linked to another website. These links act like an endorsement of your website from others, which Google uses that to build trust in your business by seeing others vouch for you. It's also like a popularity contest. Person with the most backlinks wins. Keep this in mind, though, not all backlinks are created equal. It's important to have strong, relevant backlinks that are apply to your industry, plumbing services, HVAC, electrical. It doesn't do you any good if websites outside your industry are linked to you. It doesn't give you that trust power with Google. So right now you're using 144 backlinks with 19 reference domains. So you got some backlinks going on here, which is good. But compare that to Dallas Plumbing. They also have over 1,000 backlinks, kind of like their keywords. Same thing about backlinks though, don't have to recreate the wheel. You take these backlinks, you link the ones that are relevant, and you could also link them to your website, but again, you add to the backlinks, and that's how you start dominating your competition as well in the backlinks. So the goal is to get closer to these numbers eventually, not overnight, but you get closer to these numbers, you get closer to that traffic, and that'll give you that push power. So right now, those keywords are not giving you any power, you're not getting any traffic with your website. Then finally, there's citations. So a citation is anywhere where Your business name, your number, and your address are shown exactly on your Google Business profile. Citations help you rank in this map pack here, which is extremely important for local businesses since this can generate huge amounts of revenue. And if you have that Dallas address, you want to be in the top 3. Sometimes there's 4 here, like now, but you want to be in the top 3. Again, want to be in the eyes of consumers. Consumers don't click page 2 or 3 at Google, so consumers won't click this button for more services. So you want to be right in the front of their face. So to do that, you increase your citation directories with Yelp, Angie's List, Expertise, BBB. There's probably hundreds of others you heard of. And also social media accounts are great here too. So here's the idea that your brand begins to be found by Google all over the internet. And the larger your online presence is, the more Google trusts you. So once Google sees you more often than these competitors, the more likely it is you outrank above them. So with your website, once your content, your backlinks, your citations, once they all come together, you really start to outgrow your competitors. And here's what you might be looking at and why that's worth it. To be in the eyes of consumers here, in the map pack, and here organically. So not sure what your margins are, but imagine that would generate some pretty decent revenue. Also, there's usually many more keywords you could use to generate more and more traffic and leads. So this is what I do. I create this for you to start generating those leads yourself online. But if you do find yourself wanting more to continue scaling as far as you want, feel free to reach out. I could help you out with that and give you some more information. We can talk about your goals. I can do the research to find out exactly what could be realistic for your business, what it might take to reach those goals. So if you leave me a few lines of feedback, I'd like to hear your thoughts. Again, my name is Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. Hopefully this was informative. And much luck in your business. Have a great day.